superfan? Then try out our premium subscriptions at SicEm365.com.
All right, here we go from Jared Butler, who's about to be in the next, you would hope, week or so drafted by the NBA or into the NBA, to someone who spent a lot of time there, a former Baylor star and now a part of the Nigerian national team. Ekpe Udoh joins us on SicEm365 Radio. What does it mean for you to represent your home country?
Good afternoon, and thank you for having me. I can't really put it in words what it means to represent the home country, but I'm definitely grateful and honored, to be on this final roster heading to Tokyo.
You guys got the big win right out of the gate, and I know that the exhibitions are to see where you are. How do you feel the teams come together as you're getting ready to head to Tokyo?
I think we've done a really good job of Coach Brown and his staff have done a really, really, really good job of creating this culture for us, and hopefully it'll stay in place moving forward. But we've done a good job. The exhibition game, we beat USA, which was big for the culture, big for the country. I mean, it was history. And we were able to beat Argentina, who we've been looking forward to match up against ever since the World Cup. Then we dropped one to Australia, but going 2-1 in our little exhibition season as well. And now it's time to lay it all on the line.
Could you sense, Ekpe, that there was a big reaction back in Nigeria with that win over Team USA?
I mean, it was a big reaction globally, everywhere.
Yeah, true.
After that win, but it was a great feeling. But we had put in some good work 2 weeks prior to that game, so I had a feeling that we would be able to play with them and make it a good game.
I know that there was when you beat Team USA, and you're right, it was a global reaction, and there was an analyst or two that kind of mocked. Well, I'll say who it is, Stephen A. Smith. He had a bad couple of weeks, but how much did that inspire the team and also fire you guys up?
We try not. I mean, of course, it makes us feel away. But at the end of the day, we try not to give it too much mind. A couple of our guys were able to speak their mind, and then we moved on from it. Cause, I mean, it's what we're going after is bigger than what Stephen A. Smith has said. And like you said, he had a rough 2 weeks, and that's on him. Especially being a journalist and not pronouncing people's names. I mean, I think that's very disrespectful, but. We're moving on for something bigger.
The roster on this team has guys that have played all over the place internationally, a lot of NBA guys. How much does it help you going forward into this international competition that this is such a deep roster of guys who have a lot of experience playing a lot of the guys that you're going to see in the Olympics?
Right. I think for this Olympics and going forward, because if you look at our team, our core is very young. So that's been good. But for this, particular event, I think it's going to help us a lot. Having guys from all over, the world playing at such a high level coming in together to, go for this goal.
So, Ekpe, between the Olympic preparation, I know you were also, recently signing with the team in the last couple of days as well. How busy are you right now?
I'm very busy. Phone calls, WhatsApp messages, just dealing with it all. But, it's all worth it.
All right. So what did you call that app, Paul?
WhatsApp.
Yeah. It's interesting story, Ekpe. And again, I'm the old man, get off my lawn, and so I'm learning about all these various ways to communicate. So Trayvon Bromell about it was late last week when Michael Ford was named the track coach. We had been in touch with him back and forth, and all of a sudden he DMs me on Twitter, "Hey, can you use WhatsApp?" And I didn't know what that meant. So here you are. This is part of your daily conversation, huh?
Yes, sir. I mean, being overseas, I played overseas, for a few years now, and that's an app that you have to have when you play overseas.
Well, I'm learning how to maybe even get that eventually. We just had Jared Butler on. You know the news about him. He was cleared by the NBA, now can work out for teams and is draft eligible. He was already draft eligible, but they can draft and play in the NBA. Davion Mitchell getting a lot of, obviously, love, and then maybe Maceo Teague and Mark Vidal. Your thoughts about them? And their opportunities ahead of them right now in the NBA.
Oh, man, I'm excited for him, especially for Jared Butler to get that clearance. and now eligible to get drafted. But right now I have on Baylor shorts and a Baylor top. Wherever I go, I represent. But this is a big step for them, and I'm happy and proud of the work that they put in and the work that they will continue to put in. But it's just the start. It's the start of something special for those young men.
Ekpe, every player we've had on that's played internationally has told us that playing in Italy is maybe one of the best places you can play basketball. Are you excited about getting to do that? I don't know how much you've played there before. I know you were in Turkey or whatever if you've got over there, but it's. I think Tweety told us he'd love playing in Italy. I think Lace told us he'd love playing in Italy. Are you excited about that?
I look forward to the experience, man. Basketball has taken me all over the world, and just adds to a book that I may write at the end of it. So I'm definitely excited. I know my friends and family are excited as well to join me as I go through this experience.
Ekpe, have you been in the Olympics before?
No, sir. This will be my first one. This Olympic run means a lot to me.
Yeah, I can see the emotions, and kind of said if that moment comes. You've accomplished a lot in your lifetime, and you were part of the trendsetters that made Baylor go from the level of what Scott Drew had to what they were building, and Tweety Carter among some others. Is this about as good as it gets for you? Right? As much I know it's the Olympic Games. Is this the highest level for you as far as excitement?
As far as excitement, yes, definitely. Especially, I'm at the end of my career. I mean, I've got a few more years to play, but this will be the last, international event where I'll be able to represent Nigeria, in my opinion.
Was there ever a doubt with you? I know you have to try out, you have to make it, you have to earn it, but was there a doubt?
Well, I mean, we have a lot of really talented players for the Nigerian national team. I mean, one of the guys who would probably be starting at center was on the USA team, and Bam Adebayo. So, we have a lot of talent. And, I mean, I really look forward to watching them going forward. But I just knew it would be a challenge, a big challenge, and I was able to, rise to the occasion.
All right, Ekpe, I know you've got long flights ahead of you, to and from, and then some time there. So what books are I don't know if you're still old-fashioned like I do and read the books that are made out of paper, or if they're loaded up on your iPad or reader. What do you got loaded up and ready to go?
Oh, man, let me see. Well, I'm old school, too, because I really enjoy having a library at home.
Yeah.
So the book club is finishing up a book called The Four Winds by Christian Hanna, but I did pack The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Jesus and John Wayne. I got to go to Barnes & Noble's actually tonight to get another book for the book club, so I'm prepared. 2 weeks, I'll read about 4 or 5 books during that time.
Yeah, I knew you would be.
Yeah, it's hashtag EKPES Book Club, and I know President Obama gave you as good an endorsement as you could possibly imagine. It's pinned at the top of your. That had to blow you away as well, and it was great. Now, I see what you do. You actually interact right on your Twitter feed with those who are reading your various books about various parts in the book, segments, chapters, whatever.
Oh, it's not a game. No, I don't play around when I.
No, I know.
In this book club. No, every Thursday you can catch us every Thursday. Usually at 8 p.m. Eastern. And we discuss about 125 to 150 pages of the book. And, we go back and forth. And we, like you said, we read it all. And we have really good conversations, even intimate conversations that you just don't get everywhere else.
One more question. Mike Brown, who's coaching your team, won championships as an assistant coach with Golden State. He's also been a head coach many different places around the NBA. I believe coached LeBron among others. What's it like to have him? I mean, that's a big time name coaching the Nigerian team. Right,
it's great. It's great to have him and his leadership. Especially with building the culture. To stand the test of times with this Nigerian basketball. I think he is the right guy for the job, and he's showing that so far.
So next up is Australia, Germany, and Italy. Is that your group? Is that who you have coming up?
Yes, sir.
Go get them.
Gotta go get them.
Gotta go get them.
Ekpe, have you already visualized what that, I know things are going to be different, obviously, in Tokyo because of COVID and whatnot, but have you kind of imagined just like that opening ceremony feel or just the pageantry and all the things that you're going to be taking in here over the next few weeks?
I don't know what to expect, but I look forward to it. But for me, it's at the end of the Olympics is to be on that platform. Mm-hmm. That would be something special for, just for the world really, and then for Nigeria, of course, being our country. But just to come on the scene like we have, if we can continue to stay at that level, that would be special to be on the platform.
How amazing would it be? You took a basketball program in Baylor that no one gave much of a chance to the Elite Eight and the cusp of the Final Four. What would it like for you to do that to your home? Making the team, as I mentioned, first Olympics, as Craig asked you, but how about that if you could do that to cap this off?
Oh, man, I would think about retiring. That would be great. I still haven't watched the last, 3 minutes of the Duke game. So if I can be able to get to the platform here, I would be able to watch the game like it was nothing. So I'm looking forward to this challenge.
All right, 8 o'clock Thursday nights, Ekpe's Book Club. Again, you can follow him on his Twitter feed, and also good luck. First game is July 25th against Australia. Ekpe, it's always you're one of the best ever about being able to stay in touch no matter what you're doing, no matter where you are. I remember one time you and I communicated back and forth. You had just landed in China early on this year. So good luck to you. Thank you for who you are, and enjoy it and enjoy the journey.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Thank y'all very much, and enjoy y'all's week.
You too. Ekpe Udoh from the Nigerian Olympic basketball team. They beat the United States. Everyone was like, wait a minute. Everyone's like, then Stephen A. made the stupid comments about some of the names of players he couldn't pronounce. And I'm not sure I could pronounce some of them either. But if I was going to mention them, I would have done research on it.
Well, and if you had mentioned him and you had said what he said, you would have been fired.
And
Stephen A. was not. So.
Yeah, no, you're right.
He's got a pretty rock solid contract. He's got a really good agent. But the other thing was Stephen A. And the thing I think has been brought up, Stephen A. did that on purpose. I mean, he did
Nigerian
that on purpose.
Names.
Yeah, he did that on purpose.
Yeah,
and he was because there's no reason when you work at ESPN to ever get that stuff wrong because they have pronunciation guides and all that. So he got it wrong on purpose. I mean, he did that on purpose.
Well,
and
it was also worse. What it was degrading the Nigerian basketball team. About the names or whatever. And
he did it on purpose, and that was his
deal. He got
the
attention he wanted, and he got it again. Probably when he didn't want it.
I'll tell you, when it comes to the Olympics, we're all Team USA all the way, but. I do find myself, because there are people you like or athletes you like, again, I've known Ekpe for a long time. Look, I'm going to root for Nigeria.
Yeah, I will too.
It's just
on the team he's going to play for in Italy coming up the next upcoming season. Former Maryland star back in the